When it comes to exams, tensions keeps rising, but there's how you can be able to face your exams and study like a boss, and that is what I will show to you in this video today. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Basi Ejoba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science. And in my channel, I help students level up their academic game. So if you love content like this, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can also help me grow. And just like I've said in this video today, I'm going to talk about my exam study routine. This is a routine I incorporated in my life that has been always been helpful whenever my exams is drawing near. And this routine is not something that I start a week to the exam, or it's not something that I start a month to the exam. This has been my normal way of life. But if your exams is coming up in a week or in 2 weeks time, I believe this video also is going to be very, very helpful. So the number one thing I do is that I plan the night before. If I'm having an exams probably in some days to come, I start planning at night, you understand, before those days come, you understand. I start planning at night. I start preparing my books. If there are some materials that I was supposed to get, understand, there are some key points that probably some notes that I don't have, I start sourcing for those materials. I start planning on ways I can be able to get them. The second way is that I start my day right. Yes, you understand. Starting your day right is very, very important. You get my point. When you start your day with the right mindset, when you start your day with the right motivation, you get to find out that everything will keep flowing, because you already planned your day at night. You understand? You already planned the next day at night. So when you are just waking up, you are waking up with the right motivation, you are waking up with the right mindset. The third is that I study in focus blocks. That is the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is one thing I've always liked talking about, one study technique I've always liked talking about, where if you have to study for 1 hour, you can decide to study for 25 minutes, have a 5-minute break, come back and study for 25 minutes. Now this Pomodoro technique is something that helps kill tension. Now it doesn't just necessarily mean you must study for 25 minutes. Let's assume you want to study for 4 hours. You can study for 1 full hour, you understand, and you have a 5-minute or 10-minute break. You come back for the second hour, you understand. So just by breaking down your study sessions into short focus blocks will be really, really helpful. The fourth method is that I use the active revision technique. The active revision technique is not something that is is a rocket science or whatsoever. Revision technique is something that we already know, but in case you don't know, this is simply incorporating what will be really helpful for you to you during the exam period. And number one is by practicing past questions. So I tend to start practicing past questions very effectively, and apart from just practicing the past questions, I use flashcards. Flashcards are like key points, understand, that tells you what you're supposed to read, that breaks down that particular stuff you're supposed to read, that give you an hint of what you are supposed to know. So I incorporate the active revision technique, which is using my past questions, using my flashcards, also going through the course outline to see which one I have been able to cover. The fifth is that I rotate subjects. You know, it depends on what you are studying at that particular time, understand. So if you want to rotate subject, let's assume you are studying for English language and you're also a literature student, you can decide to rotate between English language and English and literature. You understand my point? So by rotating this language, by rotating these subjects, you understand, will be really helpful. If you're a science student, you understand, you can decide to study mathematics. You know, mathematics is a little bit hard. You can decide to study mathematics and you rotate it. After a while, you rotate it with biology. You understand? Now biology can be simple for you, understand, it can be simple for you. So by reading a hard subject or a harder subject and using biology, it's going to ease your attention, and it's also going to make you understand what you are actually reading. The sixth is reviewing and summarizing at night. Whenever I'm reading, one thing I don't joke with is to review, understand. I tend to go back to see what I have read, and I don't also joke with my summary. Summaries is just me testing myself to see whether I have been able to understand all this stuff I've read from the first day in the semester, the first day in the term, up to that very moment that I want to write my exam. And one other thing again, which is the last point that a lot of students don't take cognizance of, is that I prioritize my sleep. I don't joke with my sleep, understand. Their sleep is very, very essential. as a student who is preparing for exam. I know the tension is there. I know you feel that if you close your eye, you'll not be able to sleep. It doesn't work that way. The moment you close your eye, you sleep. You understand? And don't forget that sleep is a complement to our studies. You understand my point? So it's important that you prioritize your sleep. As a student that want to write exam, give yourself at least 7 to 8 hours, or even 6 hours. You understand? 6 hours of sleep, so you feel refreshed to be able to go for the exam without feeling tired. Because when you don't give yourself sleep on the day of that exam, you might experience a brain block, and you start feeling sleepy. You forget everything that you have read, and at that particular time, all those your studies, all those your preparation will become worthless. So this is simply my exam study routine. I plan the night before I start my day right. I study in focus blocks, which is the Pomodoro technique. I use the active vision technique, which is the past questions, the flashcards. I rotate subjects, and I also review and summarize whatever I have read at night. And lastly, I prioritize sleep. If you love this video, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, and also please don't forget to share this video to your friends so that they can come to my channel, watch this video, and really understand and relate with me and get to know about my exam study routine, which you'll be able to incorporate into your life. Drop it in the comment section which of this routine you are going to start off with immediately, or which of the study routine, or what is your study routine, so that I will also learn, and others who are going to watch this video and going to read the comments will also learn from you. And also please don't forget to hit on the like button, because when you hit on the like button, it's going to trigger the YouTube algorithm. It's going to tell the YouTube algorithm that a lot of people are loving this video, and the algorithm will be left with no choice than to show this video to a larger audience. Until I see you in my next video, always remember that you're wonderful, always remember that you're unique, and always remember that you're a pace setter. I really love you. Thank you.